So with that, though, I want to turn to our guest who's joining us here on the Metro because she's helping us get in shape in a really cool and unique way. Have you watched American Ninja Warrior at all, Perez?
I know what it is.
Okay, so you know, like the cool obstacle courses and the body weight movements and the, spider monkey-like isk.
I'm sorry. I just tore my back up, and I'm in pain now from just talking about it.
Well, you can totally just enjoy it from the comfort of your own couch, at least on TV, and you can watch somebody else go to the arena and be a little spider monkey across the walls.
Ooh.
But now you have the opportunity to try it thanks to Autumn and her...
No.
What do you mean?
You just told me I didn't have to do it.
That is true.
All I have to do is stretch out on the couch. Now you're trying to give me an Autumn whom I've never met. You say, go in there and climb that bar.
Yes!
Autumn, please get me out
I know
of this.
you like salmon, but they have a thing called a salmon ladder. It's not the same, but it's both good for you if you can do it. Not everybody likes salmon on their plate. Some people like climbing a salmon ladder.
No.
Words you've never heard before, right?
Exactly.
Well,
Please.
that's why we have Autumn.
She's
Will you let her talk?
I'm trying to get her to get me out of this.
I'm sure she's going to hold your feet to the fire to at least come and walk across something, balance something, who knows. But joining us here on the Metro is Autumn. She's with the Ninja Warrior Arena that has come to Central Mississippi. I'm pretty excited the fact that this is here for our family. So welcome, Autumn.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing well. Okay, this is exciting because I feel like Mississippi was lagging behind, at least the metro area. I'm not sure if there are any Ninja Warrior places throughout Mississippi, but you see other states have sort of taken hold to this American Ninja Warrior trend and bringing those type of obstacles to their communities to give a try. So when did you first get connected with sort of the ninja? Do you call it ninja training, or what's sort of the obstacle course training? What's the word for it other than a American Ninja Warrior?
I don't know if there is like a real word. We call it ninja. Back to your first thing, this is the only ninja training facility in Mississippi. So we've kind of been in a hole, if you will. All around us, the states have them, but Mississippi didn't. So we are it.
Well, this is exciting. This is exciting. Okay, Autumn, so tell us your backstory. I mean, because it's not just every day someone wakes up and says, I want to start a ninja training camp here in Central Mississippi. So how did we get here? How did you get to open this arena?
Well, that all goes to my husband. This is his brainchild. Our family has watched American Ninja Warrior on TV and American Ninja Warrior Junior for a while, and our kids are obsessed. They love it. And he, about, I guess, December of last year, just kind of had the idea of why not create a facility, at least a place for our kids to go and hang out and play and train. And it kind of bloomed from there.
Well, it bloomed from there because people are, as we mentioned with Perez, sitting on our couches watching them do it. And there's this itch to sort of say, I want to try this. I wonder if I can do it. I may not be like, those that are now becoming professional ninjas, but
Right.
On some level, no matter your age, you kind of want to give it a whirl, right? That's kind of the allure. Anybody can show up that's willing to wait in line and at least give the ninja route a try. But not all of us can take off work and go drive and stand in line and do the whole thing. So now we can do it at these different arenas. So what all do you have in your Ninja Warrior arena here in Central Mississippi? And first, kind of share with us, where are you located?
We are right off of Lakeland Drive in Flowood, kind of near the Primos that's on Lakeland. So not far from I-55, not far from Dogwood, just kind of a great location. We're set back in the Cove is what they call it, off of Lakeland Cove. A couple other great things back there. But we had a real ninja help us design the course. He created a course on one of the seasons, and then we had a Ninja Warrior who's actually been on every season of the show come and do special training and safety protocol and all the great things with all of our trainers. And then we have a lot of stuff in there, on a lot of stuff. If you watch the show, things that you'd be familiar with. I heard you mention earlier the salmon ladder, which I think everybody is always drawn to the salmon ladder, and it probably the most difficult thing in there, but it's totally doable with practice and training. We've got a parkour course that we change regularly. We have warped walls, lots of other obstacles that you may have seen on the show, including like a spider walk. A lot of great things, and like you said, for all ages.
So how does this? Well, first, you said a parkour course. I'm slightly familiar with what that means. For those that are listening to the Metro, maybe it's the first time they've heard that word. What does that mean in terms of a course?
We like to tell the kids it's kind of like the floor is lava, and a lot of kids relate to that game. Or if your kids are constantly climbing the walls or jumping off of things, this is what they would like to do. It's a course that they can swing on rope, jump off of things, do balance obstacles, try to stay on their feet, and complete a course without falling off. And like I said, we do change it up regularly, so they might conquer it over a couple weeks, and then it'll get changed, and they'll have to come up with an idea how to do it and work on a whole new set of skills.
And the skills that you're working on here when you go or you take your kids to the Ninja Warrior arena, I mean, you're talking about balance and stability as well as cardio and building strength. I mean, it feels like just the most fun way to be physically active, but it can be a little daunting. But you did mention it's for everybody. So let's go to how does it work? Do I just show up and enjoy it, or is there more to it than that?
Well, we are very different when it comes to that because unlike we're not a trampoline park, we're not a jump zone. We don't just let you loose and say, have at it. We do a small warm-up with you because we don't want anybody pulling a muscle or anything like that. And then we will show you throughout the entire gym, give you a rundown of how it all works. And I'm there, and other people are there to help if you ever have questions throughout the time you're there. But you can just show up, or you can sign up online. We offer classes as well. I've got a great group going on right now every Tuesday and Thursday. I have a class for 6 to 8 year olds, and then a class from 9 and up. And we do, like you mentioned, strength and conditioning and ability and balance, and then we work on actual obstacles and play fun games. And it's a lot of fun, but it's a way for them to actually get a workout and not sit on the couch and play video games and do it while having fun.
I can only imagine the age like 6 to 8 or even 9 to maybe preteen probably eat this up, especially maybe those that aren't necessarily skilled at other sports that are taking up their extracurricular time, but parents are looking for something for them to kind of connect with. Would that be a good sort of way of trying it out, would be for encouraging those children?
Yes, honestly, that's been the most exciting part. We do have kids that play sports that are great at sports, but then I've seen so many kids that aren't involved in a sport, just haven't found their niche, but they really are enjoying ninja, and it's just different, and it's something they can do, and they can practice and get better at and get stronger at, and don't have to be in that sport specifically.
So how does the ninja world work? I mean, we watch it on TV, Autumn. Obviously, American Ninja Warrior, I think the new season has just sort of started, or maybe they're in the finals, whatever it may be. And that particular competition, they set up their stages. I guess they call them the, now I forgot what cities, the city finals or the city openers, whatever they call them. But other than that, are there ways to compete locally or at least centrally or regionally on a smaller level? Or is it really still just that big, overwhelming kind of national TV competition to sort of exercise what you've learned in your local ninja arenas?
Actually, it's really exciting. Part of what we can now do as a ninja gym, we are part of a group called the Ultimate Ninja Athlete Association, and there's specific things you have to have in your gym and certifications to be a part of this association. But being part of it, we get to run competitions. And our first competition at our gym will be in January. It's going to be an area qualifier, and they have these all over at all the different gyms. Anyone can go to them, and you get to run the course that we set up. And if you're in the top 50%, you move on to something called a regional qualifier, and then even can go to a national qualifier. So you don't have to do the show and stand in line and may not get to do it. These are things that everyday people can go and do and train at and move through each competition locally or even go to another state and do it.
Well, I can see that this is just going to continue to grow. And again, it just offers another outlet for people to be physically active, but also tie into that competitiveness and figure out to connect fun with fitness. But there is a huge fitness component with that. I know we've talked about stability and balance, but there's a lot of strength building. Is it mostly like grip and arms and back, or where would you need to be sort of naturally, or your more natural tendencies to maybe be a great ninja?
It's definitely a lot of upper body and grip strength, and that's part of what we train during our classes. We work on, those muscle groups specifically because a lot of kids, they really don't have a lot of upper body strength. So it's something you got to work towards and can totally be worked towards and get stronger and be able to work on those obstacles. The stronger you get, the more grip strength you get. There are some balance and some lower body, of course, but it's really a lot of upper body.
Okay, on the show, Autumn, we normally see when people don't always miss the mark, they don't always make it across an obstacle, they fall into the water. Is there water there at the Ninja Warrior Arena, or is it just a bunch of pillows? How are you going to help me not break my neck?
I think all our kids would love it to have water, but we do not have water at our arena. It'd be fun, but a mess. We have really thick pads that and pillows that we move around constantly under people, but everything is safety is number one for us, and we definitely have adequate padding, special flooring throughout, and you won't be breaking your neck. Don't worry.
Don't worry. No, I didn't think so, because you talked about those certifications. And for someone who's listening, maybe to the Metro and thinking, man, my kids would love this, especially as we're moving into maybe the holiday season. I feel like it would make for great gifts in terms of gift certificates or just things to think about doing as the weather doesn't get favorable for playing outside. Try something different. How can you rest assured that tell those parents that those certifications make sure that there are professionals who are helping our children through these courses?
We did something called Spotted, which is it was a safety training class on how to spot properly and safely and all those things that they'll be jumping and reaching for things. We're constantly walking around and making sure that the kids are safe. We go through all the safety protocols when you get there and, give you those helpful hints and things like that. I personally have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old, and so I've kind of both ranges on the younger side, and we are constantly using them as examples to make sure things are safe and not too difficult where they can't complete some things, but also where they can work at it and come back and get better every time and that kind of thing.
Last thing every parent wants to know, do you do birthday parties?
Of course. And honestly, this month has been great. I think people are finally getting back into doing parties, and that's something that we've really tried to make a important at Ninja Warrior Arena. We close down for your birthday party. We honestly have really thorough cleaning that we do, and we also wanted to make it safe that it's your party. You have the entire arena. We've cleaned before, we clean after, and so birthday parties are safe, and the kids have so much fun. They get to play for an hour, and then they have 30 minutes in the party room to do their cake and pizza and presents. And it's really great. It's been wonderful, and I just hope people keep having parties.
Well, I'm excited that this is the first in Mississippi. Again, it's the Ninja Warrior Arena there in Flowood. So how can we find you, Autumn, whether it's online or how can we find you online, I guess I should say, to learn more?
We have a website at www.ninjawarriorarena.com. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. They're both under Ninja Warrior Arena. Everything is listed on our schedule, so anytime we do close for a party, I update it on the website and I put out social media posts. So always check that. If you sign up for an open arena time or for a class, you can do that all online, and you can save $1 if you sign up online for open arena, so that helps. We've had a lot of groups come and try to do private events like soccer teams for team building or even homeschool groups. But honestly, it's just fun to grab some friends and come, hang out for an hour and we have fun, but work out.
Tap into your inner spider monkey.
Right. Yes.
You're in a ninja.
Yes.
Woohoo! I think this is awesome. I think it's great. Thank you for your time, Autumn, and congratulations for being the first in the state to bring this to Mississippi. I know it's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of families.
Great. Thank you for having me.